without further ado, the lady who has made this all happen. A lady who came to talk to us in 2008 from New York City, where she had gotten the idea that children who were in need would feel so much better if they could go to bed at night with a warm pair of pajamas and somebody to read a book to them. So now, without further ado, my dear friend, Genevieve Piturro.
I would like to just take one flash moment. Anne, dearest Anne, you have a heart as big as all outdoors. And when you learned of this program, you knew that you could make a difference. You found out that our community needed this too, as do so many. You set about to make this happen. You taught us all how to do it, and look where we've become in 10 years. So may I have all of your permission to speak on behalf of all of you? Thank you. With deepest, deepest appreciation for everything you have done for this program and all the difference you've made for the children. I always say, you know how much we all love this program, as we love our Love and Cookies program for the Tidewell Hospice. And I always say, we take care of the youngest and the oldest, and it really, fills our hearts. And so we cannot thank you enough. Here's a little tiny memento, which is a little porcelain cherub reading a book. And if you blur your eyes a little bit, you see the wings on her back.
Very appropriate. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to start by saying I don't know what to say. 10 years. I'm going to say one thing so that you know why I might be a little weepy. My dad passed away in March. Today is his birthday. So, 10 years, and you are so special to me, and Anne is so special in the committee, and all of you, because 10 years ago, we were this big. And I got a call from a woman from Venice. I thought, Venice, Italy? And she said, there's a Venice in Florida, and we thought we'd do a drive. And I thought, how lovely. That's so nice. How did they even hear about us? And because of that so long ago, when we were this big, I've been coming for many years, and I will always be so grateful for all of you for thinking about us when we were so little, and for helping us get to this point with all of you. It just fills my heart with love and good in this world, and I just want to thank you first off. I've been wondering all day what to say to all of you on this 10th, and so many of the committees here have helped Anne for years. I know what the pajamas and the books mean to the children. From that time, almost 20 years ago, when that little girl looked at me and whispered to me, Miss, what are pajamas? She didn't even know how to say it. That changed everything. Is it the material of the pajamas? I was thinking today, is it a book? Is it this little special niche that we've discovered, bedtime, that touches all of us? I know when I have a bad day, how I lie in bed, and I have a husband, and in my own world, he's asleep, and my mind is wrought with anxiety, and I'm afraid something's happened, something's going to happen, there's something going on in my life. And I'm afraid, and I'm an adult who had a mother and a father and a stable life. I can't imagine what these children are feeling and thinking when they're going to sleep in the clothes they've been wearing, when they're going to sleep so afraid that tomorrow somebody's going to come and take them away again. So afraid that we got a letter about a month ago from a shelter, and the caregiver wrote to us that a little boy had been brought in about 2:30 in the morning, and they can't tell us many of the details, but they couldn't put him to sleep for several days. And we sent pajamas and books for all the children there. They put them on. Still, he wouldn't sleep. He cried all night. They put him in pajamas every night. Finally, one night, sitting by his bedside, one of the caretakers tried to make him feel comfortable and said, "What's the matter? What's the matter?" And he told them, "Every time I go to sleep, somebody gets shot." Who thinks of this? In 18 years, I've never gotten that letter. And we got that letter. I know for all of us here, bedtime can be such a frightening time for us. Can you imagine what it's like for some of these children? And you have all given them an invisible gift, a hug that they do feel, so that you'll hear this story, that there was a little boy who was from somewhere in the Midwest. It wasn't Chicago, it was Indiana. And the caregiver wrote that they gave him pajamas, and he was so excited when he went to sleep. Because you know what he said? He said, "Tomorrow I won't be cold because I can wear these pajamas under my shirt." That's what gives us the energy and the hope every day to fill up those boxes with all those hundreds of pajamas that you brought and those books, to give that little boy and that little girl that feeling that they are special, that they will be warm and they will be loved and they've gotten that hug. So I want to thank you, and I hope that those stories warm your heart, because those are the children of Pajama Program, and those are your children, and those are our children. And in this world, we need to keep these children loved and safe and warm. So thank you so very much for everything tonight and everything that you do in your own lives to send these children off to a beautiful good night. Thank you.